Councilmember Jones.
Right. Okay, wow, this is of course a huge decision for the city to consider doing this. And it just can't be taken lightly. The city's been around for what, 69 years under its current form of government, and the residents have seemingly been happy with it. There's various potential motivations for an interest in making this change that need to be clarified, discussed, just like Councilmember Maramoto suggested. I'm all for talking about this. I'm just not thinking that this is something we should rush into, and make sure that we have the conversation before we move forward. And that obviously will be discussed if we prepare a resolution and talk about it at the next meeting. But I guess I was going to add, if this does get on the ballot in November, we owe it to all of our residents to make sure they and we, and that's the council, understands what we're getting ourselves into and how this is going to change the way this city operates. And for some, that may be the way they think it ought to be, and maybe from some others, separation of powers is an important thing. So everybody just needs to be clear on their motivation. Thank you.
Thank you. Councilmember Moore, I'm not sure if your hand was still up or if you needed a question.
I'm sorry, can I just ask Councilmember Jones one question? Because I just want to make sure I understood. There's an ambiguity in there. I wasn't sure if you meant rush forward or rush into the change of government, or rush into the ballot, having a ballot item. I wasn't sure which one.
Good question. To me, it's rush into putting people on the spot of making a decision in 6 months.
Okay.
If it's going to be on there, we want to make sure everybody is clear about the motivations involved in this, what's involved in making such a change, and et cetera, for them to vote properly if we put it on the ballot. And
okay, thank you.
If we wait another year or to the next election that we choose, as council mentioned, there's a little more time to make sure that we have the conversation. I mean, we've got budget coming up. There's a whole bunch of other things involved in city business. This just adds another very serious element to that.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, we're still on the discussion point. Councilmember Moore, was your hand still up?
Yes, thank you, Mayor. Yeah, no, I appreciate the comments that people have made, and I just want to reiterate that my motion is for the city attorney to draft a resolution that would accomplish the goal of putting this onto the ballot in November. So putting the question to the voters of Clyde Hill. And I just want to remind you again, and I would encourage everybody to go reread the First Amendment, because this is a fundamental right of us as citizens in this country, is to petition our government for redress of grievances. We have 150 people, so we can talk about motivations of individuals all we want. We've got 150 signatures that have been collected by a small group of Clyde Hill residents who stepped up and, as part of their civic participation, believe this is a good idea. And I think they deserve, given that, to put it on the ballot. Obviously there's going to be plenty of time for a campaign for and against the measure, and who knows how it'll come out. But given this level of interest in making this change, I think it would be irresponsible if the city council did not put it on the ballot. So that's all I got.
All right, so barring any further discussion, it's been moved and seconded. All those in favor? Again,
could I ask? I'm sorry. Could I ask that we go council member by council member?
That's no problem.
Thank you.